Danger, Will Robinson, danger. In here are some really twisted Franken foods that are called plant-based. Hey look, plant-based eggs, but made with canola oil. A dairy-free smoothie, but with natural flavors. Meatless hot dogs, but made with soy protein.
When you go to the market now, it'll say plant-based, but I read labels. When I turn it on the back and look at the label, I'm like, half of that ain't plants. How can this be plant-based?
In today's world, is that really such a surprise? Now more than ever, people are paying attention, and many of them understand the need to eat right and lead a healthy lifestyle. However, some have even gone to extreme lengths to take advantage of this newfound awareness.
Global dollar sales of plant-based meat grew 17% in 2021 to $5.6 billion, and global dollar sales of plant-based milk grew 14% to $17.8 billion.
The trickery that they put in the system now, how they doubled up food and convinced us that we're eating healthy, but we're not eating healthy, and we don't understand that the damage that we're doing to our bodies. So many symptoms, like we pacify them. I got a headache, headache is normal. But you don't have a Excedrin deficiency, you got a problem. Like that's your body telling you something is wrong.
There has been a sharp increase in the production of plant-based products, but as far as we can tell, they are merely covering up the inherent risks that these products carry, since at least 60% of their ingredients have nothing to do with nature.
Food is us. Like it becomes us. That's why they say you are what you eat.
If we're being honest with ourselves, we're still poisoning our bodies with the very things we're attempting to cut out: junk, sugar, and processed stuff, endowed with chemicals that worsen our health problems.
And when you look at the ingredients, it's nothing but processed oils and fake ingredients. And those aren't plants, and those aren't good for you. And actually, those are bad for the environment, which is one of the main reasons people eat plant-based in the first place.
Monopolies in the marketing industry have noticed a worldwide shift toward healthier lifestyles and have adjusted their product offerings accordingly, all in an effort to line their pockets while the general public continues to consume harmful substances under the pretense of a plant-based diet or other health claims. As highlighted by Dr. Bobby, the harm these have caused and still cause to our bodies is incomprehensible. Our bodies constantly alert us with symptoms like headaches, which we ignore until they escalate over time and cause serious problems like liver damage, kidney failure, and even brain damage.
Ground beef made of canola oil and natural flavors. Hot dogs made of soy protein and soybean oil. Bacon made of soy protein, carrageenan, and vegetable oil. Chicken nuggets made of soy protein, sunflower oil, canola oil. And Beyond Beef made of canola oil and natural flavors. Come on, Kim, I wouldn't even take a bite just like you did.
The question is, would we have to give up eating altogether? Or is there another option besides starving to death if we want to survive and defeat these sickened food items hiding behind masks, which make up more than 80% of nearly all grocery stores, most especially in the US?
Ultra-processing foods breaks down the structure of the foods. Often ultra-processed foods have very little fibre in them, or the fibre is removed.
According to Healthline.com, research shows that ultra-processed plant-based foods increase the risk of cardiovascular disease by 5% and the risk of premature death by 13%. These foods' elevated risk of heart disease and early mortality can be attributed in large part to their processing methods and degree of additive infusion. Nowadays, a lot of vegan products are high in sodium and saturated fat, but low in nutrients that protect the heart. This imbalance raises the risk of heart disease by contributing to elevated cardiometabolic indicators like high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, and insulin resistance. The extreme levels of processing involved remove essential nutrients like fibre, vitamins, and minerals that the body needs to heal itself. That pretty much sums up Dr. Bobby's feelings about the situation.
We observed significant associations between emulsifier intake and increased risk of cancer overall and breast cancer notably, but also with cardiovascular diseases.
The critical part of the situation is that not only do these processing phases deplete nutrients, but they also cause the formation of harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which are formed when sugars react with proteins or fats during high-heat cooking processes. These compounds have been linked to oxidative stress, inflammation, cardiometabolic diseases, and neurodegenerative diseases.
You were on the ultra-processed food diet. Your results were really quite different to your sisters. They were far worse. Your blood fat levels actually went up. Your lipids, which are markers of heart disease, they were increased. Your blood sugar was noticeably worse.
It is unfortunate that these acclaimed nature's gifts, which boast to mimic a healthy diet, contain so much sugar. Surely it must be contributing to the epidemic of sugar-related diseases like diabetes mellitus and others. Many health problems, including hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and hyperglycemia, can develop from consuming plant-based foods that are excessively rich in salt and free sugar. Some also contain trans fats or have a high saturated fat content, both of which can negatively affect blood cholesterol levels. An unhealthy gut microbiome has as well been linked to mood disorders such as depression and anxiety, as well as cognitive issues like Alzheimer's disease. Consuming these foods with chemical additives over an extended period may cause the body to accumulate potentially toxic substances, leading to severe organ failure or damage, and an adverse effect on general health.
More plant-based nuggets. Wow, I'm so excited. Let me ask you a question. I'm looking at these ingredients. I'm not gonna buy them because I would never put these chemicals and stuff in my body. If you do eat this, why are you putting this into your body? Does it make you feel better? Because some people tell me, hey man, I'm not killing as many animals, but you actually are. There's actually a recent study that products like these cause almost 10 times the amount of deaths that going out and killing a cow and using it and eating it actually do for the environment. So what are we really saving here?
In line with what this fellow mentioned, a lot of needless additives are included in these diets in order to maximize profits or guarantee a longer shelf life, but at the expense of the global population. But the real issue here isn't just listing and discussing these, it's about finding solutions. Considering that these make up over 80% of our food stores, do we really think we can get by without them?
And I try to make my diet somewhere around 60 to 70% raw foods, with the vast majority of that being fruit.
The good news is that we always have good news. Today, as Dr. Bobby would agree, we're going to look at how to get around this significant issue and establish a better life for everyone, free from the medical confines that are placed on many people today for societal gains. It's a relatively simple solution. There is one simple way, which is to make your own plant-based diet. Yeah, do it yourself, DIY. Look up online recipes for plant-based egg, plant-based meat, or plant-based milk, and you'll see what you need. If you spot any synthetics, just skip them and stick to the natural stuff. Plus, making it yourself can save you some serious cash over buying the pricey pre-made versions in stores. Who knew saving the body could also save your wallet? Another option would be to look for specific ingredients in plant-based foods that we consider to be a warning sign before making a purchase. We'll list these ingredients for you. They've all been thoroughly researched and are sourced from healthline.com. These can be difficult to spot on a label, but hide-and-seek experts like us should have no trouble. Aspartame, sodium benzoate, flavor enhancers, thickeners such as carrageenan, emulsifiers like lecithin, antioxidants like butylated hydroxyanisole, BHA, and butylated hydroxytoluene, EBHT. These are most commonly found in vegan meat, substitutes, flavored plant-based beverages, vegan cheesy, and packaged snacks. There you have it, the second secret to not exposing your body to the health risks imposed upon us by global monopolies and deceit motivated solely by profit.
This is my go-to salad that I eat most of the time, and it's probably a salad that you definitely need to be eating, if not every other day, at least 3 times a week.
As for the DIYs, there are plenty of health expert tutorials that won't have you spending hours in the kitchen.
I know that there's several diet choices out there. You guys know I recommend and advocate for a plant-based lifestyle, alkaline in particular. Okay, now we got the bell peppers.
Dr. Bobby Price, for instance, has a ton of great content on his channel. He's all about the latest health trends and is super enthusiastic about finding natural ways to cure and prevent diseases. His goal? To help us dodge the nasty side effects of synthetic meds.
Let me know, what you guys are eating, because You know, that's typically my rotation, and then I throw in green smoothie.
What do you think about Dr. Bobby's advice? Let me know in the comments below.